What's up, guys? Happy New Year's to everybody out there. I hope you guys have a great year ahead of you. Today, we are going to kick off the new year with the review of Legendary Beast Studios and XM Studios 1/3 scale Hulk. This is a final production sample, and I'm going to be showing you all of the details. If you are on the fence about which version you should get, hopefully this video can help you decide. So let's get to it. Like I said, this is a final production sample, so what you see here is what you are going to get with your final product. Now, it came in 5 different versions. What you see right here is a modern Rage, and then you have the Kirby Green and also the Retro 70s. Another version is basically all 3 torsos together as a package, and then you have a Gray Hulk, which is a Kirby as well. Now let's go check out the details. Let's start with the sub-base. It's probably some kind of laboratory that you see here, and you see like a metal door or the hinge of it, okay? And this is the evolution of Hulk Gallery right here. It started off with the first appearance Hulk, and then the Savage Hulk, Joe Fix-It Hulk, Smart Hulk, the World Breaker Hulk, and Maestro Hulk. That's pretty cool. And they are all in copper color. Okay, and here is the transformation. So you can see here, it's transforming into the Hulk. And in the back, this is Hulk's enemies, like the Rogue Gallery. Here we have the Red Hulk, Abomination, Absorbing Man, the Leader, Wendigo, and Juggernaut. And on the side, I guess this is the origin of Hulk, I believe, like atomic bomb going off, and he got a gamma radiation and became the Hulk. On the base itself, you see this kind of yellow caution tape all the way around the base, and then you have the radiation hazard sign that he's stepping on right here. And this is Broken Ground base, and you see this green nuclear waste all around. And with the body, you can see his big foot right here. There's a lot of details on the vein and toenails, and even like different shades of yellow to green. Very big as well. You can see here, he is wearing a torn purple pants, all ripped up from transformation. The shirts that's been ripped all the way around to the back. Here you can see some more details of the pockets as well. And then moving up to the body itself, you can see his muscle mass. A lot of details in the vein again. Different variation of color. Very cool. Check out, his fist is bigger than mine, man. Very nice detail on the nail. All right, and moving up to the portrait, you can see a lot of vein on the neck here. And there's a lot of details inside the mouth as well with the teeth. Very nice clear coating for the saliva, looking really nice. And then very bright green eyes. And the hair is just sticking out everywhere with different shades of color inside as well. Okay, now we're getting to the other version. This is the Kirby Hulk green version. So over here, everything is the same except the fist. This is a closed fist and an open hand right here. Also, this is the bust stand with the Incredible Hulk written right here, just like in the comics. Everything here is like a rock base, very cool. And the portrait for the Kirby is different if you are familiar with his work. This is exactly what he looks like in the comic with very nice white teeth. You can see the gum line as well. Same green eyes with bigger eyebrow right here. Longer hair, same shading as well. All right, this is the Retro 70 look. Everything is the same except the hands are open now instead of closed fist. And you see the same detail here with big lips, Same detail of the gum and the teeth right here. The nose, even the sticker on the eyes are the same with the bright green, same shading, and different kind of hairstyle. So when now we get to the Gray Hulk Kirby, sub base, everything is the same except the color. This is the same pose as the green Kirby, except he is all gray. You can see the same details on the veins and everything, even the head sculpt, except the eyes are blue now, and the shading on the hair is different as well. Fingernails are yellow instead, but yeah, the gray is looking pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna change it to another torso, and here, one person can carry this no problem. Not too heavy. Okay, now we're gonna change it out to the Retro 70. Easy peasy, man. In here, you can tell there are two pegs, one on the side and one on the middle. Very easy to peg in, nice and smooth. I'm gonna give you guys the dimension, but before I just wanna point out that each torso have different pose for the hand, and you can't really choose it, so choose carefully which one you like better and all that. And also for the base here, you can take off the sub base and use this small base in case you don't have enough room for the height. So I will show that to you in a video later, but let's just get to the dimension here first. Okay, for the depth, here is about 16 inches or 41 centimeter. And for the length, it is 25 inches or about 64 centimeter. And for the height, this one is at around 39 inches or 99 centimeter. Now I'm gonna give you the height if you were to take in the sub base off. That will reduce some. Okay, it is about 32 centimeter or 81.5 centimeter. So that's gonna save you a lot of room. Now I'm gonna give you guys my thought. First off, I think the engineering of the base is awesome, like the way you can post him up high, or you can take off the smaller base here to go with your other 1/4 scale. This will be perfect with a 1/3 scale, okay? And also a lot of details for the sub base is very cool. I love the storyline that they did with all of their characters. I mean, it's very amazing details here, and I really like how subtle the copper color is. All the way around, like, man, like check out the color here for the metal, looks real, man. And this base, it is pretty heavy, but one person can handle it though, which is good. Okay, and to the Hulk itself, even the base here, I mean, the breaking ground looks pretty good. There's enough details and the color goes pretty well with him. And as far as the color of Hulk itself, I really like that, the way that they shade all the yellow and some brown and greens, different kind of greens actually. And the veins really pops. That's really good because this character kind of needs it. Okay, and the scope of the pants, this is very cool, man. I just like the way it ripped. They really pay attention to the details here. Even in the back as well. And the torn up shirt here, it looks like a separate piece, but it's glued in. That looks really good as well. You can see a lot of dirt in the shirt where it's all torn, maybe a little bit darker, I guess. That's the only gripe, I think. But other than that, man, you can just tell the color, details, everything just pops. Looks really good. The patterns on here, I mean, it's not smooth. You can see a lot of bumps. That's how the skin should look. Even the fingernails, I like that, man, that they pay attention to that. The only thing that I think they can work on is between the fingers, they could have painted it a little bit darker. So you can kind of see here, if they could just kind of paint the little seam here around the finger, make it a bit darker, that would be better. But not a big deal at all. I really like inside this mouth. Look at that, man. This is the human gum should be just like this. They're not all pink. You can see a lot of darker tone all the way around, even on top as well. And the saliva effect, that looks really good. That's what's shine for this portrait. And I have this one on pre-order myself, just only this version, okay? Because I do like the modern, and Hulk should be angry, so that's what I like. The only thing though, the eyes, I think these are not painted on. These are sticker, I believe. That's the only thing. And the hair looks really good. You can see a lot of highlights, green highlights, some little bit of blue. Yeah, looks really good, man. So I'm very happy with this. Here, even in the back, you can see all the details with the torn pants. Even some line here. Like very nice toned muscle. That's the way Hulk should be. Even on the elbow, see the little bumps. Very nice, man. The open arm looks pretty good, but it's not rich enough for me, even though it is very big, look. All right, and to the portrait, I think this is probably the best looking portrait out of the three, but I am not a retro person, even though this doesn't look too retro. It looks really good, like with the grin. This one has like pinkish gum. It doesn't have that same tone as the modern, but the teeth are pretty nice and white. I really like the structure of the face though. This one kind of speaks to me more. If I have to choose between all of them, this one would be it. I think it looks the best. Even with the hairstyle, it's more like a Hulk that we all know. This is pretty good, not too bad, but yeah, everything else is about the same, except I think the vein is more dense, I guess. Yeah, You can see the vein a lot better on the Kirby. That's about it, I think. The face, I'm not really a fan of Kirby's work, so I don't really like this look for Hulk. Even though, I mean, with this scope, it looks pretty good. If you like Kirby style, it's awesome. This is a premier version that I have all out. So you're gonna get the sub base, the base itself, the body, the 3 torsos with bust stands. And as you can see, man, it takes up a whole lot of space if you order this version. That's why I did not order mine. All right, and one thing you have to know, like this guy, the Modern Rage, is about 22.5 inches wide, being on the bust stand over here. And this retro one is actually 25 inches wide. So you gotta, plan ahead whether how you're gonna pose it or whatever, because I don't recommend you just leaving the torso that you're not using in the box. Okay, now I got both Kirby version here, and you can tell the difference between the color. I'm not sure which one you like better, but the gray one is looking pretty nice with, the tone of his skin and the blue pants versus the green and yellow and the purple pants. And actually looking at it, the gum is different color as well, and the lips right here. Also the hair, the highlights different between the green and the gray. They both look good though. It's gonna be hard to choose, man. I'm sorry. So it really depends how you like, because they are the same scope. The only difference are the color. All right, now I got the Hulk transformation in 1/4 scale right here next to this guy, and you can tell the size difference. I mean, it is by a lot, man. And the Hulk transformation is a really great piece. Now, I never did a review of him because I got it before I even started a YouTube channel. But you can tell, man, just by the sheer size, it's totally different. They are both great though. The transformation has more yellow in the skin. This LBS has more green in it, so I prefer it this way actually. Okay, so I got War Machine and Iron Man in 1/4 scale now this time. Just see the size comparison. I think it's a little bit too small to be paired up with the Hulk. I don't know, man, you tell me, but I think Iron Man definitely looks small and thin compared to him. If Iron Man was a little bit higher, it would probably gonna help, but the way they are at right now, I think Hulk is just a little bit way too big. Okay, the things I do for you guys. We got him up on top of this display so you can see him next to the Hulkbuster and the War Tank. As you can see, he's towering over them. It doesn't look like it can pair well together, just like the Iron Man and the War Machine. But if you like, I mean, you can kind of do it. It's gonna look like Hulk is kind of overscale. But it's kind of good though, because he is supposed to be pretty big, right? All right, so I got a gray Hulk to be displayed right here next to the Hulkbuster. And you can see the size is almost the same. Hulkbuster being a little bit taller, but as far as width and the body mass, I think they are about the same, and you can actually post them facing off with each other. Like this, it would be pretty cool as well. Okay, and the last comparison, I got him next to Classic Thor and Classic Captain, so you can see how they are displayed together. I think they've worked perfectly, even though here, the display that I have is 1 meter tall and this head almost did not clear it. The modern one, this one I cannot put on because the tip of the hair is basically right on top of the ceiling here. All right, as you can see, man, they fit together well, and that's how I plan on having them displayed together with the classic Iron Man coming out and Thanos as well. I'm looking forward to have this line all together. I don't know how many 1/3 scale Hulk are in the market, but I think this 1/3 scale LBS is very well represented for the Hulk itself, and the storyline on the base, everything just looks really good here, and I appreciate that they make a full torso to avoid the seam line on the neck area. You don't want that on the Hulk, and I paid about $2,500 for the Modern Rage here by itself, all in. And for the full premier version, it was $3,700. And I think it's a little bit pricey, but if you have the room or the money, it's probably worth it if you are a real Hulk fan, right? All right, that's the in-depth look of this 1/3 scale Hulk from LBS and XM Studios. Thank you, JC, again for sending these over to me. I hope you guys like the video, or at least help you decide which version is the best for you. All right, in 2023, I am going to have so many awesome prototypes, production pieces coming in. So you guys want to stay tuned for that. You can subscribe to me if you like, but if you don't, I don't blame you, bro. Always, thank you for watching, and let me know down in the comment of what you think of this guy, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.